Okay, like I said in the last video, I'll do another game because of how short the game went. Still playing my usual d4. Maybe we might. I really don't like playing against the Dutch, strictly because I don't really know what to do against the Dutch. So if you want to beat me when I play d4, just play the Dutch. Let's play normal stuff. Maybe I should have played the Kolizuka, I guess, but we'll go for landing line. The pause I did at the beginning is going to make my opponent aware that I don't know the lines. It's really going to hint to him that I don't know the lines, which sucks, but yeah. Always take note of those cues when you're playing against your opponent. They help you know where you stand, right? They help you know what you're up against as a chess player. I know you've heard play the board, don't play the man, but sometimes you can just play the man. You can literally just play the man. I have no basis for the moves I've just played. I'm not trying to be fanciful. Like, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm hoping that while the game goes on, something is going to make sense to me. That's what I'm hoping for right now. So that's what I'm doing here. I'm hoping something begins to make sense because I don't understand the position. Already, my opponent puts me in a conundrum. And I don't want to play this move because it weakens my squares considerably. So I could actually play that move. It's not like it's completely unfathomable. I could play this move. My opponent comes in this way, bring the rook out, and then jump in this way. The knight also plays a part in this. I'm just getting attacked. I think this is the safest way to go, actually. It prevents the knight from coming in, and the bishop also can't do anything. So I'll go this way. It just stops everything. That, and also it allows my opponent's knight to come in here. As long as I don't lose focus, I may be fine in this game. Pawn push. My opponent can lock the position and go for an all-out attack type of position. All depends on him. Oh, yeah, like I said, I could have taken my time a little bit more, but sincerely, I had no idea what was going on in this game. Yeah, I'm just going to lose this for sure. There's no second guessing this. I'm just losing this. Wait, what? Oh, wait, I have to play this move. There's still a chance that I can win this. Like, the fact that I've lost all that doesn't mean that the game is like 100% over. Oh, actually, yeah, it is 100% over. Yeah, it's over. This game is just over. It's over. It's over. Yeah, I just lose this game. This game is just over. This game is just over. No, yeah, it's over. Like, there's nothing I can do. Let's take this. What I can strive to do now is to develop like 1 2 3 4 1 2 3. Like there's just nothing I can do. Yeah, he knows it. He knows it. There's just nothing I can do here. There's just like it's just an utterly hopeless position. If there was hope in this position, I would have told you, but there's absolutely no hope in this position. The only hope is if my opponent plays like bishop check and then I take, right? Is he just going to go this way? Possibly. I don't know. I don't like this move that he's played. Uh, if I play this, he's simply just going to move the bishop away. There's no like winning the rook or anything of that sort. Yeah. I'm going to try. Like, I'm really actually going to try. I'm not just going to like give up. There's always a chance, but this is just going to be like one of the most lousy games you guys have ever watched me play. But let's leave it there so that you know that it happens to us all. Uh, so he has 2 pawns hanging. The good news for now is that the knight can't make a forward move. I think we can go here. He has rook check. We come up. Okay. That is good news. I can't stop my opponent from winning every like the pawns. But we can try. There is no harm in us trying. Oh, whoa. Whoa. Yeah, I am winning the pawn. I'm winning like quite a number of pawns, getting close to promotion and all that. Okay, we can develop with tempo. Is that mate? What? I had no idea. Look, you are going to think this is a paid actor. Like, what? No, I can't believe it. Never give up. Never give up. What? No, like, what am I going to analyze? Like, what do you guys want me to analyze? It was just my opponent blundering. Like, I messed up from the beginning. Like, the best I can do is just find out what my mistake was and then try and make it a better, make better moves next time. But this was trash. My opponent is going to feel worse than me. Like, he's going to delete his account. Like, oh my goodness. Okay, let's try and take a look at that is funny. Okay. Yeah, so I like, sincerely, there are ways I play against the Dutch, but I don't have a way I play against the Dutch. Like, I don't know what to do against the Dutch. So if you can help me out in the comments, I'll be very grateful. So here I tried to develop like normally, and I don't know. Maybe just knight bd7 would have been fine, right? Just maybe just knight here. Because if my opponent takes, I'm very happy with that in the sense that it's going to be very difficult for my opponent to actually do these pawn pushes that they love to do so much. Right? Then I have like knight here and possibly like knight here. Queen to like h5's check. So I shouldn't, I don't know, like I didn't know what to do. And I just decided, you know what, let me just attack my opponent this way. Leaving this completely open. My opponent takes, I take. Queen comes in, threatening checkmate in 1. The idea I was talking about was this. Should my opponent attempt this, then there's this move. But I wasn't so sure, like, after this, what happens. This was where I was kind of confused. Of course, the queen has to move, but you get my point. You get where my bone of contention is, because I go back. Okay, then I just take. Okay, that would have just been fine. Actually, that would have just been fine. I think I was just too principled here because I was worried that allowing the bishop, like weakening my light squares, especially when my opponent has a light square bishop, would have been bad. But probably that would have been like the best option. Yeah, and this move, my opponent jumps in here. I should have just taken with the queen. Why did I take with the king? There had to be a reason why I took with the king. But taking with the king was dumb because this was what I saw later on. My opponent took and I just hit back. And I think this was the best way I could come out of it. And I think my opponent started getting greedy. Again, he's still like 100%. Like if I turn on the engine here, you see that the evaluation is going to be like he's 100% winning. So him even giving me this rook is not what makes him lose this game. But it does add up, right? It does add up. Like everything adds up. He comes in this way, I hide this way, I attack the knight. The knight can't really move forward, if you can understand that. The knight can't really move forward, which is why he played pawn push, which is not bad. Like none of these moves are like extremely bad. The knight jumps in here, targeting this pawn, like targeting this pawn. You play pawn push, I take this guy, and maybe pawn push would have probably been the best thing for my opponent to do. That's correct. Yeah. But he instead goes this way, which is, again, not wrong. He's targeting this guy. But I just had this feeling that he would not notice something. And what was that? Knight takes, king comes up. Because then when the queen comes in here, I wasn't really thinking that he was coming here. I was thinking that he was bringing his rook in to check me. But I took the pawn first, and then I came in here, and now my king attacks his knight. And I'm sure he did not see this because he instantly goes here, and then loses this. So now the material, the piece quality is equal, right? Sorry, the piece quality, is it piece? The minor and major piece quality is equal, but then the pawns are the issue. Again, I was thinking he was just going to take this guy but he didn't. So he comes in this way. I save one because I can save the other one. He comes in here. And here I was like trying to target this guy. I think I made a very good decision. Like, of not taking here. I think I made a good decision there. I think I did. Keeping the pieces on the board and then leaving this as a threat to my opponent, I think was good. Because I could take the pawn with check, save my other pawn, and continue to develop my position. Right? My opponent comes in and then this just ends the game. He made the only bad move in the position. Because now my opponent is actually going to struggle here. Because I can play pawn push, right? After pawn push, I'm simply going to bring my rook down here, move my king to this square because the knight stands here protecting, and then just try and push. My opponent would have to sacrifice for it, and that would be a problem. So here, I still think that black is winning here, but here I think that it's not so good for black. Actually, even white is better here according to the engine. Yeah, so I mean, I don't even know if we should do a game review because it's like quite obvious that I was losing this and my opponent was just playing like the worst moves possible. But what we'll do is we'll go to the game review and basically we are going to look at what I should have done in the opening, and I think that'll be much like better. That'll be a much better learning experience for us. So let's take a look. Okay, so we are back. Yeah, a crazy game. So I just want to find out what I do against the Dutch. Bishop is not bad. G3, interesting. C4. C4 is a move I normally do play. That's like my patented way of playing against it. G3, I'm not so sure. I could play G3. And play like a King's Indian attack sort of structure. If you've seen the is it Bobby Fischer versus Meg Moserin, that King's Indian attack game, one of my favorites. And all this is not bad. Like there's none of this. I could play these moves. Yeah. Why did that not cross my mind? Yeah, of course. Yeah, he does have this like central pressure. But we can handle it, like C4. And now C4 makes more sense here. Pawn push, I don't think is a good idea for my opponent. He would have to take his time to make that move. C4, knight C3, and we can even try like D4 at some point. He has succeeded in preventing me from like getting my knight on the E5 square. But I think this is just completely fine. Engine says what D5 here. D5, do we take or just play pawn push? Do you even take, like, knowing what my opponent is capable of, maybe, because I would want to keep the position locked. But like just play A3. A3 just doesn't make any sense. I think I'll just look for the move that makes logical sense here. Because here takes, and these positions are not too bad. Right? Concerning, look at this. It could be a future or a potential problem for my opponent if he does castle kingside. And he's most likely going to. Probably he will not do that immediately. Knight c6 maybe with this idea. Who knows?